What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and today is day 45 in our Noob to Awesome series. Those of you playing along with me in this series are now ahead of me because I actually took a 3-week vacation. I needed a break, but I missed hanging out with you guys every single day. Unfortunately, that means I did not get the Limited Hero Elite or finish her event, but that's going to be okay. You guys enjoyed all those juicy rewards, and hopefully that helped you progress in the story and also into mid and end game. But this gives me a good opportunity to showcase the returning player rewards, an event that I wouldn't normally get to do. But before that, we're going to have a little contest. The winner will receive a gift card just for fun, and the official rules will be in the video description. Now, this contest is open to subscribers only, so make sure you hit the sub button, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit the like button as well. So here's what we're going to do today. Today is a Guess My Number event. I am going to go ahead and reveal all these numbers that are on this landing page. There's a whole lot going on here, and I'm going to tell you exactly when I take this screenshot. What I want you to do is I want you to come up with a 3-digit number using only the numbers that are going to be on this screen. The numbers can be used more than once, and the closest to the actual number that I choose is going to be the winner. So we're going to take a screenshot right now on the Landy page right here. Landy, not the 2013, but on the Landy. Any numbers that were on the screen when I took the screenshot, 3 digits, put it into the comments below, and the closest to my number will win. But now let's go ahead and we're going to look at all those rewards that we're going to get for returning players. If we go into our reputation and memory chain, we can see my total logins is 45. From the time that I started this account until the time I went on vacation, I logged in for 45 consecutive days. Now I missed 21 consecutive days, and that was enough to trigger the returning player event. So we're going to talk about what exactly that means, and maybe it kind of makes sense for you if you want to take a break from Epic 7 and you're kind of new to the game. The very first thing that we're going to do is go into the events, and we see that we have a 7-day growth guide. We have some pretty good stuff here, including a random 5-star hero. That is very nice. We see gold, we see some currencies, even Molagora. We see some bookmarks here as we go down this list, and then we see crafting materials as well. So every single day for all of these days that you'll be able to get some of these rewards. Now you can see that I've already completed some arena and some energy, and so don't worry about completing them on the day. Just do what you can, and it will give you credit. Now, speaking of credit, if we scroll down just a little bit further, we also see this welcome back event. Now, the welcome back event is not nearly as cool as the other event, but it does give you some things like charms, and it gives you some things like enhancing materials or crafting materials, right? I can't open day 3 quite yet, so we're going to see what that one holds. If we now go back into our lobby, we can also see that they gave us something that is very, very cool. We have 14 days, increased battle XP, increased gold, unequip event, which by the way, should be a thing all the time. We should never have to pay to unequip. I don't know why that even needs to be said. We should always be able to unequip our heroes. Come on, guys. Also, we see the Spirit's Welcome, where all of the Spirit Altars are open at one time, but of course, we're not going to do this. We're only going to Spirit Altar if we have to do the quest, or if there's a double day, where you get double the amount of runes for completing Spirit Altar. Now, one thing you might not have noticed is if you click on your name, there used to be some settings in here that are no longer here. What we have to do is now click on our menu, and there's a little settings button. It's very, very hidden, but it gives you all of your information, including if you want to, change your settings for your summoning, or if you want to change your music settings or language, because people speak different languages. But we're going to go to the check-in reward, but first, check Skystones. I don't know if you guys know this, but Free Sky Stones always spent first before paid Sky Stones. If you even bought one pack and got Sky Stones, they're going to appear here unless you hit absolutely zero, which is kind of interesting, kind of cool. I don't know why they do this, but it is a thing. So let's go to check-in rewards. Now this is the monthly check-in that everyone has. I'm on day number 17. And then now we're going to go to the returning user check-in. This is something that also occurs as you come back from an extended break. And for me, like I said, it was about 21 days or 3 weeks. On day number 2, you get a level 85 speed set, random stats. So we don't know what this is going to be. I'm going to open it for you just so you can see what this looks like. And then we get a 4 to 5 star hero summoning ticket on day number 7. So this is going to help out quite a lot. Maybe if you're brand new and you played for a little while, maybe you played for a month and you want to take a break. Well, now what we're able to do is we're able to come back. You're going to get even more buffs, help you go even further, and maybe you get lucky and get a decent hero as well. Let's go now into our mail, and we are going to see right here what kind of items that we get. All right, so we do get a sword. Don't like it at all. If, if maybe we roll all speed or we roll really high into effect, resist, or health, this is pretty good. Now, the reason that we have a low equipment score is because we have a flat here. And flat health, not amazing, but again, if you can avoid it and roll really high into everything else, that you might do well. But equipment score 24, very low. We're looking for an equipment score of at least 32. If we go into the helmet, very nice actually. Even though it has a couple less equipment score, we see that we have 2 sevens here. The max is 8, 1 4, the max is 5, and we have speed. Now I consider the max speed roll to be a 4, even though 5 is possible. I've seen it maybe 5 or 6 times. 2, not amazing. If this were a 3, it'd be right on track. So we're definitely going to roll that helmet. If we go into our, what is this, armor? It's armor. Defense, health, effect, resist, very good. If we avoid this crit damage, and I think that will be good as well. If we roll really high into this crit damage, then maybe you can utilize it on someone who is not meant to have crit chance. Someone like a Moonlight Bellona, something like a Charlotte, something, maybe even a Ken might do good with this. Let's go ahead and look in the boots. The boots are garbage. Flat defense boots, those are an automatic sell. Now we have a defense percent here, 2 flat stats. Not gonna mess with that as well. This is going to be trash. Now, if this flat health were something like speed, then we would roll it. If it was even effect resist, then we would roll it. But I never roll any gear that has 2 flats. And lastly, we go to the necklace. Not gonna do this one either. For people who were in endgame, we do something called speed checking. If you want to take that first turn, if all you care about is trying to get 20, 25 speed on a piece, you might roll this to see if it rolls 3 or 4 times into speed, because that will give you that edge. You don't really care what the other stats are. But for me, I only make gear that I can use on a lot of heroes, and I never use any piece of gear that has 2 flat stats. But we're going to roll in the helmet, and let's see what we get out of this one. We get a decent score into our attack stat. Very nice. Can I use? I can. 4 and a crit chance, also good. Let's go ahead and we'll do auto select up to +9. Okay, so we had a 3 and then a 4 into crit chance. Very good here. We want to have a 56, and we got a 55, so pretty good. Again, if we would have had a 3 into speed right here, it'll be right on track for what I want to see. but unfortunately it only rolled 2. Now, if I can get a +4 here, then that would be very good because now it kind of makes up for that 3 average that we're looking for, right? Let's auto select it. Be nice. Not, not, I don't even know how much that was. How much was it? Looks like we got like a 6 and a 6, right? 7, 5, 6, 6, 8, 4. I don't know. Whatever. We want to be at a 66. We're at a 65. Now, we don't have a ton of this gear, so we're definitely going to be finishing out this helmet. For a endgame player, if you have a 4 speed on every piece, speed set, speed boot, you're going to be over 200 speed, which is very good for an attacker. So if you can focus in on a lot of attack stats, even if you miss roll on that speed, it's still going to be great. Now, what would I personally want out of this? I personally would want a 4 here in speed. I think that would be the best because it gives me an opportunity now to use it on a lot of different heroes. But if I can get a max roll into a crit chance or into an attack, I think that would be good as well. Let's go ahead. We're going to finish this one out and see how it goes. Okay. This is going to do it. Be nice. A 2? Oh man, that hurts. It hurts so much. It hurts me so bad. Why would you do that? Still a usable piece. I want to have at least 80 here, and that's because I got 2 low rolls into speed. The difference here of 76 to 80 is like 2 speed. So really, really not bad. I average almost a 4 into crit chance, and I average above a 6 into attack. Very good. If I would have gotten a 3 or a 4, either on the starting or on the last roll here, then this would have been a good piece. But unfortunately, that's just how it goes. Being a new player in Epic 7, you have to choose which heroes that you're going to summon for and which heroes that you have to skip until later. Now, unfortunately, they have the Summer Break Charlotte, which was a limited hero. They had another limited hero in Leaf. Now they have another limited hero with Landy. Now, Landy is a fantastic hero that you can utilize in every part of the game. She'll be with you in PvP. You'll put her in a tower. You're going to have her everywhere. She's a must-have hero. Now, the reason they have her right now is because they released the Moonlight Landy here. And of course, people want to pick up her different imprints, right? So they brought Landy out. Now, even though you need her, even though you have to have her, you don't have to pick her up here if you don't have the bookmarks. What you can do is in a couple of months, they're going to have a custom banner that you'll be able to save for, and you're going to be able to summon her at that time with other limited heroes that are going to pop up. So, definitely a must pull, but not a must pull here. In a couple of days, we have a collaboration with Guilty Gear, and there are 4 limited heroes. They give you Soul for free, who is very good, especially into a Golem 13 one-shot. Also very good into PvP after his buffs that they gave him a few months ago, but you're going to get him for free. The best part about Guilty Gear is you're going to have an opportunity for Portrait of the Saviors. So if we go into our journal and go into artifacts, we're going to see exactly what that looks like. Down here, as we scroll down, we see that one of the artifacts that we really want is Exorcist Tonfa. This is going to increase your damage 16% when the enemy has 50% or more onto their health. Portrait, which is up just a little bit further, is a direct upgrade. You're going to get an extra 4% increase to your damage by having this, and you can farm it. That means that you're going to utilize a lot of your energy just going in and trying to get 5 max copies of Portrait of the Saviors even if you don't have enough today to increase their level up to level 30, having 5 max copies of Portrait of the Saviors is going to be fantastic as you go through and build up your arsenal of heroes because it's great on a ton of heroes. Now, having said that, what we're going to do is we're going to be skipping the Guilty Gear collaboration. Go through, do a lot of the quest, get the free rewards, but I'm not going to summon for those heroes. Those heroes, while cool, are not going to break you into new content, and you're really not going to miss them if they're gone. The best one, in my opinion, is Biken, who's very good into the B13 one shot, but we can utilize other heroes like Ram, who you're going to get for free in the RE0 collab, or Ervelyn that is just in the regular Covenant pool, right? What's better is to save your bookmarks for the RE0 collab. One, there might be a new hero they haven't told us about yet. They could be amazing, but two, we already know that Rem is fantastic and Amelia is also fantastic. If I had to choose between the two, that's exactly the plan that I'm going to follow. I'm not going to be summoning on Guilty Gear. I'm going to be going for the artifacts instead, and then I'm going to save those bookmarks and go into the RE0. Now, as you can see, Landy guaranteed right here. It was not good. Not good. I barely got a thing. Not even worth recording and talking about. But we're going to pull Landy right now because fantastic.
If you notice anyone suspicious or have a lead for me, don't hesitate to let me know.
When we look at her skills, she's going to have an S3, penetrates 50%, gives speed and combat readiness, and if we look at her passive ability, increases the amount of attack and the damage she does, which is really great. We also see increased combat readiness here as well. She's just so good into everything. This is a hero that you're going to have. And now, of course, because we've completed the Landy summon, we have 3 summons to go on our Moonlight. And as you know, this is going to work out perfectly in our favor right now. 3 summons, 3 sparks. Okay, 3 summons, 2 sparks. Elson, not used. He was usable for about 15 seconds when the game came out. No longer used. Can I get a spark? Here we go. Yes. Exactly what I want to see. A warrior. Can I get Camilla? Oh, that's the wrong color.
People is one way to have fun.
Assassin Cartuja. You know what? He's making a comeback. He is making a comeback. 50% evasion, increases everyone's evasion by 20%, and he has an exclusive equipment. I think it gives another 5%. That means 75% evasion on your evasion heroes like Savior Aiden or Violet or Remnant Violet. Pretty good. He also has a guaranteed stun and a defense break onto his S number 3. The problem with him is that he doesn't have amazing base stats to build very well. Onto his S1, he has that provoke, 75% chance to provoke. Maybe if this was 100% chance, you can build him as a fast tank, which would be pretty good, because then he can constantly provoke while also giving your team that increased amount of evasion. Still, he does have uses, but I think that they're very niche, and like I always say, evasion is going to break your heart. I'm telling you, it's gonna do it. If you rely on evasion, you have 75% chance they're going to hit you 18 times in a row and totally ruin your day, so keep that in mind. Here we go. AOL. That's what I want, right? 5-star or AOL. Let's do it. Another spark. Another warrior.
This is my duty. I will go with you until the world ends.
Oh, okay. Wow, I was not expecting Judge Kisei. She is nice to look at. Judge Kisei, fantastic hero when the game came out. Unfortunately, they keep changing her and they keep doing things that just don't make any sense. So she's very difficult to use in today's meta. Once upon a time, they used her as a cleave hero. Like I said, one of the premier looking heroes in the game. Absolutely fantastic. She's really good into the first animation too, right? Like she totally murders all the weird zombie guys. But Judge Kisei, when we look at her, she's extremely fast, first of all. Her base speed is fantastic. Onto her S number 3, attacks all enemies with a 60 or was it 75% chance each to dispel one buff and increase their cooldown 3 times. That means you have 3 different checks. It might do it 1 time, it might do it 2 times, it might do it all 3 times. Then she grants herself skill nullifier. Now you get an extra turn. The reason they put in the skill null is because we have too many evasion heroes, and what happens is she gets her S3, they evade, they kill her, and now, you can't do anything else, right? So they gave her the skill null, and she gets her extra turn. Then when we look at her S number 2, she hits everyone, 100% chance to decrease their hit chance, 100% chance to blind, and it hits everyone. So we have an S3 that hits everyone, and again an S2 that hits everyone. And then when we look at her S number 1, a 50% chance to decrease defense, and hits very, very hard. So mostly, I'm going to say a PvP only hero. Amazing to look at. She has a skin as well, if that's something that you're interested in getting, but not as widely used as she once was. You can still utilize her, just don't expect the world when you are bringing her into battle. But fantastic, someone, when we give away this account, they already have 2 Moonlight 5-star heroes. Very, very nice. After having missed so much time, the next couple of days are going to be all about finishing this side story, moving on to the next side story, and then starting episode 4. As you can see, I have quite a long way to go, but using up all of my leaves and my energy in the story and side story will really help me to propel a lot of the level 60 heroes that we have. They're going to be naked because I don't have any gear, but I'm going to have level 60 heroes waiting in the wings. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.